This is Byron Lazine and Nicole White, and you are tuned into episode 225 of The Real Word.
Word is up. We're on like speed.
We got all of our trinkets
way
up.
too many freaking trinkets.
If you're watching on YouTube, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, a little like action, hitting that thumbs up would be appreciated.
Feel good about it?
Yeah, and subscribing to the BAM YouTube channel would also be appreciated. But we got all these little trinkets.
Mm-hmm.
You got me this bomb.
Yep. I think because when we hit 200, I got you the bomb.
Tom Ferry coach Jason Ferris got us the 100 episode. That was 125 episodes ago. But Melanie Hay,
should I go get my crown? I feel like I should get my crown.
You should have gotten your crown. Where's the crown?
We have the crown trinket.
It's downstairs.
It's downstairs. I share it with the whole team.
My daughter was just wearing that the other day.
Was she?
She got you the crown.
She got me the crown.
Where the heck is your crown?
It.
Haley, we need you to go get the crown. You got to get the crown.
It's right in the
Do you know where it is?
It's right in the basket, right under the TV, right in the main foyer there.
We need the crown up here. But
share
Melanie
it with
sent
everybody.
me a bobblehead of me. Doesn't look like me, by the way. So if you're watching on YouTube,
well, it's missing an arm.
Love to know in the comments. Does that look like me
at all? He was so pissed. He ripped the arm off of it.
Sorry, I broke the arm immediately after
they did give you a little
opening
scruff.
Yeah, she gave me a little scruff.
They
tried.
People are watching you.
So we have the one arm bobblehead, and then we'll get your crown up here.
His hair is a little dark, but.
Yeah, a little dark.
And you really, this guy's happy. You're not happy.
Yeah, I'm never this happy.
That's really happy.
Especially if my head was moving like this, I don't think I'd be that happy. But
and your
I don't know.
arm
I think
stuck.
you got ripped off. They made it out of Play-Doh or
And you're wearing
something.
blue pants. You always wear black pants. Here's my crown.
Yeah. Yeah, I never wear blue quite like that. I do have one pair like that. So
I don't know, but not that
all
light.
The way bad.
That's like a slack. Like I would put that like that. Those are slacks.
I appreciate Melanie being
we
so
love Melanie.
Thoughtful. All right, let's jump right into it. We've got two big money topics, from the billions to the trillions, and then we go visit Montana for the Marketeer of the Week. Top number one, racket number one. Real estate agents received billions in PPP money loans during the pandemic. Inman reports more than 3.9 billion
That's nearly 4
in pandemic relief loans went to single employee real estate entities, according to a new report. Nearly 80% of that amount was forgiven. So their point here, to just give you the cliff notes, we'll link it up as we always do, is that while the loan was typically small, $13,000 on average, those PPP loans, 146 real estate companies received $90,000 each. So some were high.
At least.
The government's Pandemic Response Accountability Committee reports this, okay? So while some of the money was small, 80% of it was forgiven. And here's the thing. Many agents who received PPP loan money made 6-figure and even 7-figure salaries during that year that amount of PPP money was forgiven. So it's all public information, by the way. If you're willing to, in the comments, did you receive PPP money? I'm always transparent with this audience.
100%.
I took PPP money for the real estate company and for the media company. Nicole, did you personally take it?
I personally took some PPP money.
I already knew the answer. So
you knew
just
the
making
answer.
Sure you weren't going to lie.
Why would I lie? I mean, I'm the last person to lie.
Let's go back, though, into time here a little bit. Let's go into the time travel machine.
Yeah.
Let's go to March
2020,
when the NBA canceled their season. I always look at that as like, oh, wow, there's going to be
this is happening.
Some stuff hitting the fan.
Yeah, I remember that day.
If you go all the way back to that moment, not like June when people started crawling out of their caves.
Yeah.
But if you go to March, April, May, and you look at those 2.5-3 months, it was some scary stuff.
I mean, those 3 months, we rented a truck. We closed up an office.
Yes, we did.
You required me to cancel my cleaning lady.
We had two offices.
I canceled my cleaning lady.
I sat down with everybody, and I probably said it on this pod, right? Sat down with everybody that was an employee of mine, an agent of ours, whatever, and said, you need to look at all of your monthly expenses and just start slashing.
My cleaning lady.
We did the same as a business as well. My number one priority going into those 2.5 months where you basically heard crickets. We were doing virtual tours and stuff like that on Zillow. but there weren't deals happening right away.
No.
People forget that the real rush came in the summer when all those real estate deals started happening, when people started finally crawling out of their caves.
And honestly, and again, I mean, in our area, it was mostly city
buying second homes.
Yes, buying second homes. They wanted out of the city. They were sick of being stuck in their high rises. Right. Yeah.
I had one main priority during that whole time. I said, I'm not laying off a single employee, right? And I'm certain many of you listening had that same mindset. I'm taking care of my people. So I paused some expenses. I paused the coaching expense for the team. Certain, advertising, there was a lot of things. Nope.
Yeah.
Going to take care of the employees, right? Going to make sure that we can kind of tread the water together and make it through this.
Right. And help the agents navigate that
help the agents, which we made, a lot of this PPP information available and all that kind of stuff, right? And a lot of great companies out there obviously did the same. So making sure of that. And then the second thing I did with my free time was, and Nicole did too, was I'm going to make sure that with the money I have left over, I'm taking care of those local businesses, right? Of course. If you're, friends of mine on Facebook, I was out there I was not trapped in my house. I was the guy though that was taking the sanitizer and washing the groceries the first 2 weeks.
Oh, and mail. You were leaving mail places for a few days. I never did that. The only crazy thing I remember doing is I remember wearing gloves when I pumped my gas. Yeah. For some reason, I was petrified of the gas pump.
The gas pumps are gross anyway.
That was the only thing.
Yeah, the gas pumps, you should do that now.
That was the only thing that really freaked me out, were the gas pumps.
What freaked me out, actually, recently, just pumped up my gas tank, $80. I've had the Tesla down in Florida for so long, I don't realize. Anyways, so during those 3 months, it was like, let's take care of the small business. We started the gift card project, raised over $40,000 for them. We took care of our employees, and the PPP money during those 3 months helped. I mean, I can get my ops manager on this pod, and she'll tell you the accounts were skidding the bottom, right?
For sure.
And so it was all based off of like a quarter drop. We were in a recession. Let's face it. We had a actual recession in this country for 2 months. Yeah. And so second half of the money, we made a shit ton of money. Yeah. There's no question about it.
For sure. I mean, and obviously that PPP money ended up going right back to the government.
The PPP money ended up helping us bridge the gap from quarter two to get to that point where we didn't have to lay anybody off.
Right.
Nobody had to go without a paycheck.
Yes.
And so am I, like this article says, oh, these agents took this and then the next 2 years they made all this money. Am I ashamed? Not in the least bit, because guess who's going to be paying the U.S. government back, which, by the way, a CNBC article, this is in December, the U.S. has spent most of its COVID relief funding, but there are still billions left to dole out. So there are billions sitting there right now. You think the government is going to use this, put this to good use? That's just sitting there? No. They're going to start some stupid social program that wastes a bunch of money with this leftover money, or it's going to sit in nowhere land forever. So our government, one thing that they don't know how to do, and this is not a political thing, this is not a left or right, both sides of the aisle are complete dum-dums. Our government doesn't know how to spend our money. Put the money into the hands of the entrepreneurs so that they can employ more people. What I'm proud of during this, so Inman, yeah, the report is true, for sure. Real estate agents got a lot of money, $3.9 billion. What I'm proud of is many of us kept our employees going, didn't miss a paycheck, came back, built strong businesses that help our communities way more than our government ever could. Inspectors, appraisers, all the different ancillary products, mortgage people, all the lawyers, all the different community businesses that were supported by real estate agents because they were able to bridge the gap.
Right.
That was a good thing. I think the PPP loan helped a lot of people. Is there an argument made that there was a lot of people that should have also gotten funded? Do we remember all of the unemployment, like people that didn't even want to go back to work because they were getting?
For sure.
I think everybody got their fair share.
Everyone definitely.
And it went into the hands of actual people instead of our government spending it. There was definitely fraud cases. There's people that went to jail. And
there's companies that gave their money back too at a few points too.
And by the way, did we spend too much? Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's called the inflation that we're facing right now.
Right.
Like they gave out too much. But these are the kind of policies. These are the kind of decision makers that we have in Washington. And so the best thing you could have done in that situation was take what you can get, utilize it, grow your business. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Did you take PPP? Where are you at on that whole thing? So
where you at?
Where you at on that?
Where you at?
They actually go in and they
really dug deep into
this is an NBC News report.
Again, it's all public information. I mean, you can Google any of your local agents and see if they took PPP money.
They have Gary Goldberg, a luxury agent in Santa Barbara, and they talk about his the money that he received. He received a large check, $95,000, and kind of all these different things. So you can read the article if you're interested. But I'd love to know just in the comments where you're at on that. All right. What I think's a racket is the way our government spends money, both sides of the aisle. All right. Racket number 2.
Number 2.
CNBC article. The U.S.
Nope.
Oh, that is
wrong article.
That is the wrong article.
You are getting too excited. It is still CNBC.
It's also the right time to pause on racket number 2 and talk about Tomo.
Hello, Tomo.
HelloTomo.com, or use the link below. Tomo, they close on time all the time.
All the time. 98% of the time.
There you go, Nicole.
98%
of the time. Tomo loans are closing. The industry average is 40%. It's the best deal guaranteed. They don't do refis at all. It's a company policy. They only focus on home shoppers. I hear some agents and brokers that are working with Tomo, and they're like, dude, they're basically doing the loan for free. That's how much they're acquiring consumers right now. That's how much they care about your buyers. If you care about your buyers on the same level and you want referrals far into the future, introduce them to Tomo. Get them a second opinion. Hello, Tomo, or use the link below.
Tomo. Wow, you're on speed today.
I like that. HelloTomo.com.
Hello, Tomo.
We should get you a website. Hello, Nicole.
Hello, Nicole. I'm actually working on a website.
Yeah. Are you really?
Kinda.
The social media design?
I don't know.
You already have a website.
Ask me tomorrow and it'll change.
She is a squirrel.
I'm a squirrel?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Don't squirrels like collect their nuts
all over
and
the place. Hey guys, appreciate you checking out this episode of The Real Word. If you want the full episode, go over to the Broke Agent YouTube. That's where we're hosting the full podcast. If you want to continue to see the segments broken out and the short clips, stay right here on The Real Word YouTube.